I am a life coach, and on my channel, I speak about motivation to help you to be your best self. So let's get into today's topic. If you're new here, as always, subscribe to this channel, turn on your notifications, and let's do this. Today's topic is they hate you because they hate themselves. Now, in the beginning, we may really not understand the reason why people will hate us because they'll start doing evil things to you, especially if it's an employee or employer, a manager, somebody like that, someone in power. They'll use their power as a sort of control mechanism over you, but in actuality, they hate you, especially if you are a bright light. Hi, Matthew. How are you doing? Good afternoon. Happy Thursday to you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for the like. I really appreciate it. How was your day? So that's one of the things that I had to come to learn is certain individuals that hate you because they hate themselves. They haven't come to a space in their life where they're satisfied with who they are. Actually, they don't know who they are. They hate themselves because of things that happen to them, situations. And the reason why I can speak on it is because I experienced that. I used to always hate on people all the time because they were whatever. They possessed something that I did not possess. And when I couldn't be them. And I didn't realize that I couldn't be anybody other than myself. And some people don't understand that. You can never be like another person. All you can ever be is yourself. And we have to be happy and satisfied in that. Oh, that sounds great, Matthew. I hope you enjoyed it. So let's get into today's topic. They hate you because they hate themselves. Well, actually, this this topic, it's about self-loathing. It's when people loathe themselves, they can they consistently have negative thoughts, and it leads to excessive self-criticism. And when you criticize yourself, you start to try to pick apart other people. And when you see that you don't diminish their light, you don't diminish their shine, you don't stop them from doing the things that they want to do, they hate that. They hate that a person who is confident in themselves. And a lot of times, this hatred from others and hating themselves comes from they hate that they can't control you. Okay? They like that they can't control you, they can't control your actions. I sure do. I love living in the United States. And one of the things that I always say, hi, Matthews, welcome. One of the things that I cannot stand is a person who wants to try to control you and control your life, okay? And that's not a good thing, okay? I'm in the United States. And that's one of the things that we have to always try to work hard on ourselves. Do not let other people take you down a rabbit hole of negativity. Don't let anybody stop you from being your best. Hi, Leanne. How are you doing? Welcome. I'm a lady. I never speak on my age. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Thank you for being here. If you could hit the like. And that's one of the things that I always consistently try my best to talk about positive things, okay? I always talk about positive things, okay? So let's get back into today's topic. So that self-loathing, we have to be very careful about people who try to bring you down, okay? There's always going to be people who try to bring you down, okay? There's always going to be people who try to bring you down and try to stop your shine, okay? Don't let other people stop you from shining and being your best and feeling good about you. Hi, sis Gwen. How are you doing? Happy Thursday. I appreciate you being here. And getting back to this topic, they hate you because they hate themselves. And it's all about self reflection. A lot of people do not like to look at themselves in the mirror. They don't like to see the bad things that they have done, the healing that they have not taken place within themselves, either from what other people have done, the traumas they've experienced, or personal flaws that they need to work on. Hey, realist one, how are you doing? Blessings to you. Awesome, Gwen. Thank you so much for tapping in. And a lot of people don't want to put in the work. And that is the problem in today's society. There's a lot of people who don't like to look at themselves in the mirror. They don't want to, they refuse to look at themselves in the mirror. They would rather blame somebody else. Hey, Frank, how are you doing? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Thursday to you. And that's one of the things that I have found on a regular basis is the people who want to control you. It's the people who want to get you down. They want to break you down because they're broken down, because they've chosen to not heal. They've chosen to not forgive. They've chosen to not do things in their life. And that is the reason they hate you. Some people ultimately are jealous of your shine. And it's a very sad thing that people become jealous of the things that you do, because it's not something they can do. And speaking from experience, because I used to be a very jealous person. I used to be very jealous of other people who seemed to be so positive. And when I had so much unresolved issues, I didn't understand that I could help myself by just forgiving. There is so much power in forgiveness, not only forgiving other people, but forgiving ourselves, because we're human, okay? Jealous or envy. Well, it depends on the person, because we really can't know what a person actually is. It could be either or. And that's one of the things that I had to learn, is that I had to stop being jealous of others and start looking inward, start reflecting on me and turning up my light, giving myself the permission to heal. And most people don't do that. They don't give themselves the permission to heal. They refuse to. It's so much easier to blame another person or hate another person than look inwardly. Is there something that I've done? Am I offensive? Am I disrespectful? Or is it somebody else? And actually being that sort of woman or man to be honest with themselves, that self-reflection. I'm doing some messed up stuff. Or I shouldn't have done X, Y, and Z. Or nobody has done anything to me. I need to pull back. I need to relax. And why am I upset and angry at somebody who has done nothing to me? See, that's maturity. And the majority of people out there are not mature enough, okay? And the majority of people out there do not put in the work into themselves in order to heal. Be happy. Be happy for others. And I didn't understand that I could not be happy for another person until I learned to be happy with myself. I had to learn to love me, and other people the same thing. They have to learn to love themselves so that they can be happy for others. And you can never be happy for another person. You're always going to have this anger, or you're going to try to find something about somebody so that you can pick them apart just to give you a reason to hate them. And they haven't done nothing to you. You'll hate them because of the way they look, because other people like them, because they have the courage to wake up every day and smile. And people don't always smile just because everything is going good in their life. At least I don't. I smile because I'm here another day. I have another day worth of gifts and blessings. I have another day that I'm alive. that for me, that's enough reason to shine. That's enough reason to be positive and happy and to give other people that same energy. Hmm? That's something that I had to learn. And until somebody learns to heal and work on themselves, they can't give that gift to another person. So self-criticism is just a healthy aspect of life, you know. Hey, fabulous vibe support, how are you doing? Welcome. That's one of the things that self-criticism is a healthy aspect of life. It can start to overshadow other thought patterns when you're going through that self-loathing phase. All you can see is what you're going through and your issues and your problems. Oh, I'm doing awesome. Thank you so much for being here. I hope everybody had an awesome Thursday. So the people who are going through this self-loathing period and they hate themselves, that is the reason why anybody they encounter, you don't have to do nothing to them. It's the Karens and the Kens. It's the people who like to micromanage other people and their lives. It's the people who want to tell other people what to do. Meanwhile, they sit down doing nothing. Do you know people like that? I sure do. You know, I'm being honest. I used to be one of them. I used to look at other people and be jealous, like what they smiling for, like what. And I would always try to find a reason. There had to be something so that I could put them down, so that I could elevate myself. And some people, unfortunately, do not know how to do anything but step on others in order to inflate their ego, make them feel good about themselves. And it just never works until you give yourself the permission to heal, until you give yourself the permission to forgive. Forgive. And it's a very deep thing. Once I gave myself the permission and I said, Marlene, there's certain things that you just inherited, you know? There's certain things that you inherited, and there's certain things that you have. Thank you, realist. I was just about to do that. There's certain things that we can't change, and there's certain things that we just were born into. Like, you can't change the relatives, you know, that you're born into. You can't choose certain things, but what you can do once you get to be old enough, now it's our responsibility as grown human beings to make a choice to live our life. Okay? I think for me, it was some people who don't deserve that happiness only because they were shady people. I can understand that. I can understand that. And that happens. There's always shady people. But, you know, I always like to think what goes around comes around. Eventually, when people do wrong things to others, it's always, eventually, one day, it's going to catch up. One day, it's going to catch up. You don't have to worry. You know, I used to be one of those persons who, like, I had a vendetta. Like, I was going to hurt people like they hurt me. I was going to get them back. But what does that do? All that does is get us upset and angry. And that person could care less that they anger you. You're raising your blood pressure. You're doing all of these things. And really, until that person makes a decision to want to do better and to make changes, they're going to keep doing the same thing until one day they reach up on someone or something, and they'll take their revenge on them and they'll get them back. Or ultimately, they're going to deal with somebody who won't put up with it. You know, it's one or the other choices. Sister Gwen says, thank God for change. Yes. And I'm so grateful for that. You know, I don't know about you all. I know every single person is different. But I know for me, had to get to a space in my life where I was so tired of being angry. I had to get, my cup had to be full. I used to be fighting people. I was angry. I hated people. I was always cussing people out. And that's because I made that choice. And I didn't understand that every day you wake up, you have to make a choice of your attitude. You have to make a choice of your outlook. You have to make a choice that I choose peace. So even if another person does not choose peace, that anger, that going back and forth, it takes two people. So they can keep going and keep going and keep going, but you just choose to not engage, you know? You choose to leave it alone, you know? Leave it with peace. Don't say anything. Just leave them alone, okay? And that takes a lot of personal maturity when somebody's being annoying or someone's trying to get in your face, but you choose peace. You choose love, okay? That really is a reflection. I always say that. When someone makes you angry, you really find out who somebody is. Do they choose to be kind? And all these people who talk about they love you, okay? Do they choose in that moment to be kind to you still? Or do they show you another side? See, it's all of those things in my life why I was the person that I was, because I used to be around people and they used to always talk about how much they care about me and they love me and they're here for me and they'll support me. But that's just talk. Those are just words that people say out of their mouth, but they don't mean it. They don't mean none of that. All they mean is that's just something that I should say because I'm your relative or your parent or your friend or your significant other, spouse, or whoever. That's just words that people say and they use it very freely and loosely, but they don't mean it. A person who really loves you, cares for you, and supports you will do just that. I'm the sort of person that I would rather a person not say that they care about me and love me. I'd rather them show me by their actions. Prove it. You love me? How about loving me when I'm not the easiest person to get along with? How about loving me in my struggle, in my hard, and my dark times? I always say that that's when I want to know that somebody loves me. When I don't have to say, "Hey, can you help me?" or text them or call them. I'm in distress. I just feel like they just show up for you. Those real true friends, those real true brothers and sisters, whether it's by blood or just by love. Some people come into your life and they choose to love you through everything. Mostly, it's a lot more bad times than good times, but they choose to be there for you and to not be ignorant when they could. See, for me, that's a sign of a person's maturity. It's a sign of a person's love. It's a sign of a person's faith. Because yeah, I hear people talking about all the time professing love and professing faith and professing support and they care for you, but let you go down a dark hole. Will they still give you that love that they claim that they have for you? For me, that's when it shows. Hey, Garden of Inspiration, how are you doing? Fabulous vibes. Oh, those earrings are good. Oh, yeah. This is paparazzi jewelry. I have these for years. They were for $5. How are you doing, Garden of Inspiration? Are you doing okay? Realist One says, anybody can be around when things are going good. And that's what I always say. It is easy to be around when someone is doing good. But let somebody lose their job, have health problems, go through something, or they're just going through some personal growth period. For me, that's when you find out who really loves you. And all of the words that people were saying, all these sweet words, I care for you, I'm here for you, I'll support you, I rock with you. That's all irrelevant. That gets checked when you need them. Hey, Eastad, welcome back to membership. Thank you so much. How are you doing? Happy Thursday. I appreciate it. Hi, Raining Bubbles. Welcome. Welcome back. It's good to see you back on these YouTube streets. Thank you so much for your support. Yes, I'm doing great. I'm glad that you are too. So let's get back to this topic. They hate you because they hate themselves. What does that even mean? Do you know people like that in your life? Okay. Do you know people like that? They hate you because they hate themselves. They always have something negative to say. If you tell them about this, they're going to tell you about everything that's going wrong. No matter how positive you try to be with them and to them, they will never be positive because they choose to not be positive. Okay? You can love somebody without liking them. Example, my sister, I dislike her, but I love her, but it pisses me off. I learned that tolerance has to do a lot with people and you care and love. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, it is. It's a very thin line. That's why they say it's a thin line between love and hate because of that. You can love somebody so much, but they like their personality can be things that will just get on your nerves, but at the same time you love them. It's a very it's a very hard thing to explain. You love people, but then they get on your nerves at the same time. So I hope that made sense. Rilla says, you know what, Turkey, I learned it's also a difference between family and relatives. Yes. Yeah. Realist, I have to be honest, you're the one that taught me that. I used to always say my family, my family, my family, until realist one schooled me on that. And it's true. Family is who you choose. Okay. Sometimes you may be blessed enough to have people who are related to you by blood become your family, but it's a choice. It's a choice. Yeah. We love family and we don't want anything to happen to them, but we can't tolerate them. Yes. Yes. We can't tolerate. See, and that's one of the things that used to inhibit me for a long time. Saying that's my family. That's my family. That's not my family. Those are my relatives. People who are your family will be there in your highs, in your lows, in every ebb and flow in your life. It does not matter. Like I have my best friends and they're my sisters. And I'd be like, you really get on my nerves, but I love you anyways. So it doesn't matter what a person does. Well, I will say it doesn't matter, but I mean, for the most part, because we're human and we get on each other's nerves, we do things, we disrespect each other. Sometimes you fall out and then you have to take a step back. But for the most part, they're there for you. They support you, they rock with you. So it's all of those things. Yeah, that's real. Frank says, yeah, love and hate relationship. It is. So there's people who are my relatives and I love them, but at the same time, I hate them. And I'm being honest. And it's not that I hate them, I hate their behaviors. You know, the entitlement, feeling entitled to know my business and what I'm doing and this and that, and that they should be able to know everything about me and what I'm doing, and they feel entitled to have my money and to tell me what to do and try to control me. You know, me being the youngest child, I get a lot of that, you know. I have 9 older siblings, so it's bound to happen that people think that they're your mom and your father. I was like, I already had an amazing mother and father. So I don't need a second, third, fourth, and fifth, whatever. Okay. So you have to remind them, I'm fully grown. I'm capable of making good decisions. Thank you very much. Go about your business, you know? And it's not because you want to be rude, but certain people, you have to check them. And you also have to learn to stop telling them your business and walk your own path in this life. Yes, it's true. Facts. Rilla says, my uncle used to say before he passed, we can't choose who we're related to. And that's some real talk right there. Yes, we can't choose who we're related to. Sometimes, unfortunately, we kind of wish they weren't our blood family. You didn't hear it from me. But we feel that way sometimes, like why are these people always in my life? Why? But I had to learn that, you know, you just have to let people be who they are, and then you just move in that way. I just move in that way, like, okay, I'm living my life. I had to give myself that conversation. I no longer will allow anybody in my life to stop me from feeling my best mentally, emotionally, financially, spiritually. I refuse. And anybody who tries to affect me mentally, emotionally, financially, spiritually, physically, you can't be in my life anymore. I'm not telling you my business. I'm not going to hang out with you. It's not that I'm going to be rude to you or anything. I still will give you the customary human greeting. Hello, I'll greet you. But after that, I don't owe you nothing. People sometimes that are our relatives feel entitled. I'm your this, whoever they are in your life. Like, I know, no, you don't know me. You could be around somebody your whole life and they have no idea who you are. They never even ask. They don't even know what your favorite color is. They don't know your favorite movie or favorite type of music, what you like to do. So they just know you on a surface level. They just know you because you've been going around them for years, but they've never dived in to find out what makes you tick, what makes you smile, what brings you peace. And they don't care either. That's the thing. Sometimes our relatives can be the most jealous people we will ever meet. Okay? Realist says, I've hardly ever heard of a perfect family dynamic. And you won't. Nobody's family is perfect, but I feel that certain families are more respectful than others. And then there's the other families that are entitled, disrespectful, jealous, controlling, manipulative, thieves, jealous, backbiters, all of those, the whole gamut. That every single thing that I mentioned, they feel that, but they will never be accountable for it. Hey, wellness, how are you doing? Good evening. You're laughing, raining bubbles. You know the old me, not the new me. Yes, and that's true, Frank. A lot of people don't understand that. Listen, if you would have caught the Marlene 10 years ago and you said something, I would have caught a case, okay? Because I would have jacked you up. But the new me, I'm healed. I'm in a space of peace. I love myself. I have my own personal relationship with my Heavenly Father. I'm a role model. I feel good about me. I love me. I know my worth and my power. And I know my role in this life. See, before, when you don't know your role, when you don't know your gifts, when you don't know your power and your light, you're easily intimidated. So that's the reason you'll go back and forth with people, because you don't understand. I don't have to convince you of my worth. I don't have to convince you of my light. I don't have to tell you my business. I don't have to tell you nothing. All I have to do is keep being myself. That's something that I had to learn. I don't have to convince you of my light. As long as I know it, I'm good. You can go. There's the door. And that's the end of it. Yes, realists, they'll try to get our business to criticize in a minute though. Won't they? Oh, what's going on? Who you in a relationship with? What job you have? Oh, did you get a new car? And they already know all these things. They already know you're in a relationship, or they already know that you got a car or a new job or whatever, and they know that already. But they're searching, they're digging, because they want to know something so that they can go, oh yes, I just talked to her, and you know what she or he said? They're right on the hotline. I call those people news reporters. Every relatives has one or more reporters. Every job has a reporter. I think in every kind of relationship, there's a reporter. There's a reporter amongst friends, relatives, everybody. On social media, there are the news reporters. They're everywhere. Okay. Garden of Inspiration. Relatives are assigned to us. They all serve a purpose in our lives. We choose whether or not we want to allow them to help us grow or to keep us stagnant. And that's the thing. A lot of times we don't understand, okay? We don't understand that our relatives are keeping us stagnant because we think they love us, and they'll throw out the word they love you, but at the same time, they're hating you. They don't respect your boundaries. They don't want to listen to you. They only want you to listen to you, and they only love you when they can control you, or they only love you when they can use you. And if they can't use you or control you or know your business, now they hate you. And now you're ungrateful, and now you're every other word in the dictionary. Yeah, I definitely would have caught a case. I'm telling you, my whole family knows how my blood boils. And that's the reason why I have really taken my time, got to know me. I have tools now When I'm about to, I stop myself. When I know I'm about to go to 10, when I get to about 5, I know it's time to exit. It's time to do something else, but don't stick around because next thing I'm going to throw hands. I know myself, but you have to know yourself. You have to know your triggers. And I don't allow people to get to me. Once I see somebody is starting to get upset, or I see it's going left, or I see a person is disrespectful, I don't have to stick around. Whether it's social media, whether it's on the job, wherever it is, don't stay any place where you are disrespected. Frank says they will tell you to run. They will tell you how to run your life, but they can't solve their own life. It's a hot mess, right? Hotmess.com. Like my bestie always says, hotmess.com. They always want to try to tell you, oh, and they love to tell you how to save money, but guess what? They tell you to save money so that they could get some. That's what I didn't understand. There's always saying, you saving money? And then the next thing they're saying, let me hold $40. Hold. Which they have never given you back any of the money that you've let them hold. Oh, I promise on payday, I promise on income tax, I promise on this, I promise on that. And you'll never get it back. You have to understand with certain people, if you give them something, it's a gift. Yes, check out all my amazing mods. My mods, drop your links in the chat and connect to them. Thank you so much, Wellness. I think this was Shein. This was Shein. Yeah. Fabulous Vibes Support says your refreshing honesty and courageous acknowledgement of self-hatred's impact on relationships are truly admirable. You know, I can only be me. And that's the same thing what I say about this channel, you know, be encouraged, be inspired, and be yourself. I can only be real. You know, before I used to be a fake person, you know. There's not a lot of people who will admit that, but I know for sure I was fake. I would smile when I was dying inside. I would say no to things that I didn't. I would say yes to things that I wanted to say no to. I didn't know how to say, it's okay. I don't want to do things. I don't want to show up. I don't like that. That's not for me. I don't like those people. That's what we have to learn. Okay? That's what we have to learn. Okay? We have to learn to love ourselves. We have to learn to respect ourselves. And we have to understand that when people show up and we know they don't care for us, have enough courage to say, have a good day. Don't be around fake people being fake. How are you doing, Joshua? I had a good day. Thank you so much for asking. Yes, much love. So let's get right back into this topic. We just have a few more minutes and then we're going to get out of here, okay? Now, here is another one that I want to talk about, okay? What is the psychology behind haters, okay? This is some information that I looked up on the internet. It says haters are frequently driven by jealousy and envy towards those they want to put down. Seeing others succeed or possess qualities they lack can trigger negative emotions, leading haters to seek ways to diminish the accomplishments or the qualities of their targets. So because they're jealous and envious towards those that they put down, they wanna see you fail. They want to see you fall flat on your face. And you know the funniest part, the people who try to get you down, right? They try their best. They try to do everything to get you down. They try everything to steal your joy. They try everything to talk about who you were in the past. And what I had to learn when I went through therapy and working on myself to be a brand new, a positive, a healthy, a healed woman, I had to learn to accept ownership. Like, yeah, I did do that. And yeah, that was messed up. I shouldn't have done that. See, we have to take ownership and accountability of what we do wrong. But also at the same time, you check other people. Yeah. Yeah, at that time I did some messed up stuff to you, but I'm not the same person. And you don't have to convince them that you've changed. All you need to do is, as long as you know As long as I know my light is brighter. I know my light is brighter now because I walk around with a smile all day long. Nobody can stop this smile. Mm-mm. Nobody can stop your peace or your joy, but they will try. They will try to do everything that they can to break you. Some people can only smile when they see you complaining, when they see you sad, when they see you in a dark place. But don't let them, okay? Don't let them win, okay? And this is another point here. So, what emotion is behind hate? Hate has been described as described widely as an emotion, but also, in my perspective, I think that hate is an attitude or a sentiment. Okay, that people express, that people have this attitude towards you or other people because of their unresolved issues, because their inside is ugly, because they haven't forgiven, because they haven't healed, because they haven't put in the work. Like, say they, you have some sort of education, you went to school, you got some sort of whatever behind your name. People are jealous of that. People are jealous that, you take care of yourself. People are jealous of your romantic relationships. They're jealous of the home you live in, the car you drive, and the list goes on and on. People are jealous of your talents, the way you talk. They're jealous that you have friends. They're jealous that you're not angry all the time, that you're not like them. And I can say that from personal experience. I used to hate people who were not angry. I hated when I would see people smiling and whistling and they're happy and so go lucky. And I said, oh, I'd be like, oh, they get on my nerves. But it's because I did not have the courage to do what they did. And when I went through therapy and I went through all of that, like, why are you so angry? You're angry because you haven't forgiven. You're angry because you haven't healed. You're angry because there's certain things in your life you wanted to do and you didn't do. So don't get upset for other people. You just focus on your day. Focus on your personal light. Yes. See what I missed? Yes, no one can dim your light. You're so right, Fabulous Vibe Support. Nobody can dim your light. See, without your permission. You have to put that on the end part, without your permission, because we sometimes give people the permission to take our life. I'll tell you what I mean. Road rage, okay? People will be like, and just every little thing, somebody does something and they're ready to come out of a bag on them, ready to fight somebody, hit somebody. We see them all the time on all the reels and the shorts where it's just for no reason. Somebody does one little thing and people just snap. They come unglued because of, sometimes I believe it's some mental illness, but a lot of people are under so much stress too as well. Why some people are just, they hate that you seemingly seem to have this fabulous life, but everybody has issues. There's not one person. It doesn't matter if you have $1 billion or you only have $1. Everybody still has issues. Everybody still has problems, but some people are just better at dealing with their problems than others. And I can see, I can see now in hindsight, from the person that I used to be to the person that I am now. I know that for sure. When I started working on me, I could see like, oh, working on yourself, working on confidence, forgiving yourself, forgiving others, and then going out and giving yourself the permission to live your life. If there's something that you want to do, then go for it. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter what you've done. It doesn't matter what other people say. Let people talk. That's what I have come to the conclusion in my life in this day. If there's something that I want to do, if something has been implanted on my heart, then I'm going for it. And even if it doesn't work out, I can always say, at least I tried. There's always going to be people who are going to say stuff. So whenever it is that you're trying to go for your goal, you're trying to go for your win and your success in life, don't tell nobody what you're doing. Keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself, walk in silence, minding your own business. And if more people would learn to mind their own business, wouldn't this be a better world? People always got their nose in somebody else's business, and their business is not even right. Hi, Kelly. How are you doing? Welcome. Happy Thursday. I hope you're doing well. People have their nose in your business and they don't even have theirs together. Isn't that a shame? That is sad. It's very sad and very pathetic. Yes, you guys, check out all my amazing moderators, okay? Okay, and here is another one. Why do insecure people put others down? Do you guys ever ask yourself this question? Why do insecure people put others down? Envy, jealousy, unhealthy competition, and poor home training. Some people just have not been trained. Like I always say, were they raised by wolves? Or like really? Or just competition? Sometimes what's crazy to me is the people who are trying to compete with you and you're not competing with them. You're just being yourself. You ever see it? You get something and they get the same thing. You try to do this and they're trying to do it. It's because they have no personal identity. They have no drive. They don't know what they want. There's no rhyme or reason to why they do anything. They're just doing whatever is popular, whatever is trending, whatever other people say they should do. They just do it. Fabulous Vibe says self-care saves lives. It's self-care. That's important. Taking care of your physical person, but another thing that's important is your overall wellness. Taking care of every part of you, your mental health, okay? Your financial health, your physical health, okay? Your spiritual health. All of these things go together to make you whole. You can't leave off one without the others getting neglected, okay? If you're not taking care of your mental health, of course it's going to affect your physical health, okay? Everything goes together, but not a lot of people have enough courage to say, if I'm mentally messed up, I'm physically messed up, or it affects my spirit, or it does something to another part of us because they all align, okay? Realist says it helps them cope with their own insecurities when they can point out others' flaws. What is the craziest thing is a lot of people, they like to point out your flaws, right? But they'll have way more than yours. Have you ever seen it? It's the same people who like to talk bad about you. And they can have way more stuff going on that they need to work on and heal and fix and check. And they don't. They would because I'll tell you from experience being that person, it's easier to look at a straw in another person's eyes instead of looking at a rafter in your own eye. You got all of these issues going on within yourself, but then you're going to go and look at this other person and say, look, they do this and they do that. That's why I had to say, you know what? I need to work on me, you know? And I'm just being honest. That's what I call minding your business. Not other people's business, mine. Focusing on me. What do I need as a woman? Or what do you need as a woman? Or what do you need as a man? And then having enough courage to do it. I'll tell you, it takes a lot of courage for us to be ourselves. It takes a lot of courage to be our best. It does, because it's not easy. Sometimes we don't feel like doing the right thing. Sometimes it's easier to talk bad about somebody than to say, I forgive you, or to even ask somebody, are you having a bad day? Sometimes when people are acting some type of way, sometimes all they need is a listening ear. Sometimes that's what people need. They just need a friend, somebody to talk to, because not everybody has somebody to talk to. So this is the time I try to display some compassion. I ask them, are you having a bad day? Do you want to talk about it? See, when you keep calm, you stay positive, you control the energy in the room. But when other people, what they want to get a rise, they want to do this to you, they want to hurt you, they want to disrespect you. but you don't let them. Just let it all bounce off of you. Protect your bubble, protect your mind, protect your heart and your spirit. Take care of you. If you are not feeling good mentally, if you're having some issues emotionally, have enough wherewithal to say, you know what, I'm not doing good. I always say it's okay to not be okay. You don't have to be perfect. We don't have to be perfect. Some people feel like you have to be perfect, like you got to be perfect in your romantic relationship with your kids and your relatives and this person in the job. You don't. We're human. We're flesh and blood. We cry, we're sad, we get angry, we get disappointed, we go through stuff. But you got to have enough courage to say, today I need a break, to just unplug for me. If other people don't like it, that's their problem. I had to learn to speak up for myself and to speak your boundaries. And a lot of people, they hate boundaries. They hate boundaries because they can't control you. They can't control what you think, what you do, who your friends are. They can't control your light. And they want to see you have this breakdown. It's sad that some people, unfortunately, they want to see you unalived. And I think that that's very pathetic, and it's very immature and selfish of certain individuals. They want to see you no longer here. That would put a smile on their face. It's very sadistic, okay? It really is. But we can't let those people take our energy. We can't let them take our shine. We can't let them stop our light. From my therapist, and she told me that. She said, Marlene, all you have to do in this life is be yourself. Be your true and authentic, real self, okay? And if you do, the right people will be drawn to you just like a magnet. You don't have to put on airs, persona. You don't have to pretend that you have this and you don't have it. All you have to do is be you, okay? That's what matters. And that's what I had to learn, because if you go into relationships being something that you're not trying to, that's exhausting to keep up. But when you're just yourself, it's easy. You can smile, you can have peace, because you don't have to try to pretend. You don't have to try to be fake. And a lot of people are whole characters on social media, on the job, in families. They've never let themselves unmask. Like, they've never shown who their real identity is, because they're so busy putting on the mask of so many people. Okay, today I'm this person, today I'm that person. They haven't found out and figured out who they are. They haven't found their own inner light. And that's a responsibility of every human being, to figure out your own personal light. Yes, raining bubbles, you have to take care of yourself. For all of you, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially, you got to take care of you. If you need to take a break, rest, unplug, it's necessary, ladies and gentlemen. It's necessary. Hi, friends with super channels. How are you doing? Welcome. Happy Thursday. Thank you so much for being here. So that's one of the things that insecure people do. They put others down because they think it's a competition, and that they want you to be a part of that negative energy. But when you stop engaging and going back and forth, that fire goes out. The fire goes out where you don't say, I'm not going to go back and forth with you. I'm not going to try to convince you, okay? I'm not going to convince you of who I am. I'm not going to convince you that I've changed. I don't have to tell you my personal business. And a lot of people, they get so angry when they can't know your business. They want to know so much what's going on in your life. Don't tell them. Unless you want to tell somebody something, don't. Don't feel like you're forced, okay? And a lot of times we are forced. Like, oh, I'm your cousin. I'm your sister. I'm your mama. I'm your this. Okay? And you have to, and then the same thing to go back. But my business is my business. I'm a whole grown woman over here, or you're a whole grown man, and I don't have to explain nothing to nobody. Okay? And that's how it goes. Thank you so much, friends with super channels. Yes, fabulous vibes support says on the positive side, you have people who appreciate you for who you truly are. Yes. And that is what I love so much. While we were talking about people who hate you because they hate themselves, there's always going to be people who will love you. And that's one of the best gifts and blessings that we can have as human beings is when we find our core, our circle, or I call it a circle of love. The people who love you through everything. It doesn't matter what you do, what you say. They're here for the ebbs and the flow of your life. They're going to pour into you, love on you, and they will check you when you're messing up. Do you have those good people who will check you? I'm grateful that I have some accountability partners, some good friends, and some loved ones that be like, Marlene, what are you doing? That's not like you. Time to get back on task. Like, what are you doing for real? So, if you have people like that who will love you even through your growing pains, that's a blessing. That's a blessing. Hey, Tamika, how are you doing? Welcome. Happy Thursday. I hope you're doing well. Okay. Now, here is the last point that I'm going to talk about, and that is okay. What is the root of hate? Okay. What is the root? Hey, Miss Queen, how are you doing? Welcome. Appreciate you being here. How are you doing? Happy Thursday. Okay, so this is the last point, everybody, and it is what is the root of hate? Hate usually stems from fear, insecurity, or mistrust. Follow me with this. Do not compare yourself with others. Strive to be the best version of yourself instead of what other people want you to be, okay? When you feel hate or anger, it is best to step back so that you can avoid reacting in the heat of the moment. So, it's some sort of fear or insecurity or mistrust why people act like they act. So when either you or somebody else hates somebody else, you need to dig down inside of yourself and find out why. Why do I hate them? Is it for a good reason, or is it stemming from jealousy, or does that person make you feel insecure because of their beauty, their status, because of some things that is materialistic? So we have to constantly keep checking ourselves. Hey, Metro, how are you doing? Appreciate you being here. Happy Thursday. Thank you so much for coming in and for your support. And I wanted to say this to every single one of you. Do not let other hateful people, negative people, dark people, controlling people stop you from your light. Yes, realists, hit the like, everybody. Thank you so much. And check out my amazing mods. So I wanted to say that to everybody. Don't let hatred from other people, people hating on you, stopping you from feeling good about yourself. Love yourself regardless. We are not the summation of what others people's ideas and perceptions and their what they choose to focus on and who you were and all of those things. No, you're not your past. You're not what people think you are. You're yourself. Love on yourself. Have good and healthy self awareness. Be aware of the queen or the king that you are. And then act like it. Act like you believe in yourself. Act like you have confidence. Okay? Vibrate higher. Don't stay down or lower yourself to what they want to do, what they want to say, what they think. Don't let other people control your emotions. Don't let other people control your thoughts. Remember, my thoughts are valid, okay? Your thoughts are valid, okay? Don't let other people disrespect you, okay? Respect has to start with you. And when you see that you're around others that do not respect you, take your leave. You don't have to go back and forth and you're disrespect. No. We're past that. We're mature people. We're mature adults. We're vibrating higher. We believe in our light and our energy, okay? And we want to maintain it. We want to keep ourselves positive. We want to be around positive people. If there are people who are hateful, all we can do is say, I'm sorry you feel that way. You know, you can pray for them. You can do whatever. You can take your leave, but you have to maintain your peace. And when I find that peace is not around, or they choose to not be peaceful for me with me, that's my sign. I gotta go. Okay? Yeah, shine bright like a diamond. That's right. Fabulous vibe support. Mesher says that's right. It's important to have be self-aware and always be on guard. Those who are hating on you hate themselves due to insecurities. They are so demanding and controlling. But on the I always have to spin this on a positive side, right? Just because they're demanding, selfish, insecure, all of those things, don't let it stop you. Okay? I always want to talk about even people who are ugly and nasty. You don't stop. You don't start being like that because they are. You be uh, uh, um, a human of showing love. Display love. Be kind. Be mature, even when people are immature. And sometimes being mature means no response is the best response. Sometimes it means asking, "Are you having a bad day?" You know how many people wish, okay? There's so much people who wish that somebody would say, "Are you having a bad day?" They have nobody to talk to. Hi, Southern Rita. How are you doing? Welcome. Yes, that's the key, Metro. I appreciate you being here and everybody in the chat. Okay. Hi, Shonda. How are you doing? Welcome. So, I just wanted to say this to every single one of you, to not let others' negativity, their hatred, don't go back and forth with them. Don't compare your life to theirs. There's no competition. There's only one you. Just like I had to say, there's only one me. And I love her, just like you should love yourself. Don't wait for other people to say they love you. You got to grab that for yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love me, even when others don't. Even when others don't believe in me, I believe in me. There's nobody like me. I believe in my lights. I am a blessing. I know my worth, and I refuse to let anybody dim my light. Never let anybody dim your light. Never let anybody tell you who you are, and you better never believe them when they tell you negative things. Believe in yourself. Have confidence in you, even when others don't have confidence in you. Okay? It don't matter. They can hate all they want to. Okay? Yes, that is exactly right, Rita. It's the devil. That's what they want. They want to see you down. This is a lot of people who have very dark energies, very manipulative. There's a lot of people who wear these masks. They don't know who they are. All they do is keep taking on other people's personalities. Some people have some mental illness. There's a lot of things, okay? There's a lot of things going on with other people, but do not let them dim your light. Do not let anybody stop you from being your best. Don't let anybody tell you you can't do something. When people say they hate you or they show the behaviors of hatred, take your leave. You don't have to be here, okay? You don't have to be there. You don't have to be around them. I don't care if it's your blood relative. If people cannot pour into you, be kind to you, and respect you, they got to go. They got to go. Did you miss me? Oh, yeah. Definitely, definitely. Folks think I really hate myself, but I really like to be humble. Yeah. That's one of the things that I always say is I don't have to convince other people. You don't have to convince other people of who you are, of what your worth is, of your intellect, of your talents and your gifts. You know you possess that. So go out there and use them. Don't sit on your talents. Sit on your gifts. Manifest. Show them. Work on the quality of your gifts. And that's something that I'm doing right now presently. I'm working on being better as a motivator. I'm always researching and going to workshops, and I recently became a life coach, and I'm proud of me. And I'm not waiting for other people to say, I'm proud of you. No, I do that. That's something I do for me. I give myself the gift of self love every day. I pour into me. I give back to me. I know about boundaries. I know when to tell people to stop. But also at the same time, I don't forget about the people who love me. I don't forget. So a lot of times we can be so busy thinking about the people who hate us, and we forget about the ones that love us, the ones that actually are here, the one who actually says, can I do something for you? And they listen to you, and they celebrate you, and they encourage you, and they're there for you. Don't forget those people. Don't forget to celebrate them. Tell them you love them. Spend time with them. That's important. A relationship takes work, and you have to put in some work into your good relationships. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Oh, major applause. Thank you, Metro. Thank you, Tamika. And everybody who's here, everybody, please make sure you check out all my amazing moderators. Raining Bubbles is back, and I'm so happy. Welcome back, Raining Bubbles. Oh, Miss Queen, I don't know why you're not a moderator. I don't know why you're not a moderator. You should be. I thought I did the last time you were here. But check out all my amazing moderators. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate everybody's support. And one of the reasons why I wanted to do this topic today is because there's a lot of people on social media, within your family, on the job. There's hate everywhere in this life. But don't let the haters control you. Shift that around. Turn it around, you know? Don't let anybody take your smile. Don't let anybody dim your light. Don't let anybody try to diminish your talent and say it's no good. You got to believe in you. Love on yourself and be your best. I'm Marlene of Marlene Motivates. I am your life coach, giving all of the motivation, the support, and the encouragement that you need. Make sure to tune in to my next live stream. Will probably be I think I'm going to do a live stream on Sunday night. So turn on your bell. It's going to be pretty late. I don't know those of you who like to do the late stream who are up, but it's probably going to be like, I don't know, like probably about 9 o'clock, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys are up, come on in. We'll be doing another motivational video. You know, this channel is about faith and fitness and motivation and just some life lessons. I'm reworking my channel. So you're going to start seeing different types of videos coming from Marlene Motivates. And it's going to be different types of videos coming to my channel members. So join channel membership if you want to be on that inside course. Okay? Thank you guys so much for your support. Everybody have a great rest of your day. Be positive. Just know it. Just breathe it and be it and live your best life. I am Marlene of Marlene Motivates, your life coach, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.